Hello, StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another weekly edition of MidRank Madness. This is a game between ghardog and Fish on Newkirk Precinct. In the bottom left side of the map, we have the red Zerg player. It is ghardog. And in the bottom right side of the map, we have the blue Terran player. It is Fish. So this is MidRank Madness, our weekly examination of gold, platinum, and diamond level replays sent to me at falconpaladin@gmail.com with the subject of MidRank Madness. If you too would like to be considered for this feature, go ahead and do that. Send it to me at falconpaladin@gmail. I will go ahead and take a look at it, send it to my screeners. They will send me the best ones, and we will have a grand old time here in the halls and the hallowed hills of MidRank Madness. Seen some good ones over the past, for sure. I generally just kind of look for games that are well played, but again, there are mistakes because it's not high-level GM stuff. Right? Interesting things as well. Battle cruisers will generally get my attention. If you're interested, things like broodlords and carriers also very fun as well, just because the viewers like those as well. So, racks first here from Fish. Got that gas coming in from that refinery. Any only watchtowers on this map? No. No towers on this map. Absolutely not. Expansion path seems pretty darn straightforward. Can't take a third base along this left side if you're the Zerg, or expand towards your opponent to this closer one. Either one seems fairly, I don't know. Kind of take your pick. Pick your poison on that one. See what ghardog decides to do. Barracks is complete. Expansion coming up. Does not go for the early Reaper. Surprisingly, Fish feels like he can live through this thing without harassing his opponent, which is not generally a great idea. I'm going to just throw that out there. I don't think not harassing your opponent as Zerg is the way to live, but he is scouting with an SCV, which I'm a huge fan of. I'm going to write down here, sees the timing on that pool. Well, if he came down here, he would. He's just really patrolling the top side of the main base instead of the whole darn thing. All right, never actually saw the spawning pool. Is that true? Never saw the spawning pool. That is so weird. Weird scout, Fish. Weird scout. And doesn't go Reaper. I've got some good names. Come on. Come on, Fish. Do some Reaper here. Soul Overlord comes right on over, sees the factory, sees the barracks. Actually, I need to see for sure if he sees the factory. Come down a little bit. Calm down a little bit. See that he doesn't see the factory. This is insane. So close. So close. He does scout the base, though. Sees the natural. Sees exactly what's up. It's not a crazy one base all in from the Terran player. Recognizes that is what is up. SCV checking to see if there's not a third base from ghardog. There's not one there either. So 4 lings coming out, as is tradition. As is tradition to deal with Reapers, but guess what? No Reapers yet. No Reapers yet. SCV coming back around. He's going to sacrifice his life to check this third base. That's what he's doing. It's like, is there a third hatchery? There's not. I could die happy. I could die happy. Doesn't even run anymore. Doesn't even run anymore. Double starport opening, though, for Fish. Hey, what is that? What is that action out of Fish? Double cloaked Banshee. Ooh. Ooh, that'd be really fun. Speed. Overlords for the ghardog. Does it not have ling speed? He does have ling speed. Okay. Oh, yeah, duh, because the lings have speed. Where are you, lings? There you are. Little wings on your back. Hellions trying to hold this. Generally a bad idea, but there are only 4 lings, so I think they should be fine. 2 Hellions versus 4 lings is usually a fair fight for the Terran player. Nothing to worry about too much there. Roast. Roast them up. There we go. Roast them right up. Whoosh. Whoosh. I mean, maybe if you get some bad luck, it's not going to work out for you, but is he going to lose a Hellion here? Yes! Oh! Tires left over. His friend tries to avenge him and does manage to do so. Great job. Great job, Hellion, getting 3 of those 4 kills. And doesn't get murdered like his friend. Friends, right? Oh, just the one. I thought, okay. My brain's having a hard time counting today. Again, I blame my children. Spinecrawler at the top of the ramp here for ghardog. Excellent choice against Hellions. Again, the pros don't usually like static defense that much, but at the lower levels, it's just so nice in this early stage of the game to stay alive, which is wonderful. Creep Tumor does manage to finish. Speedlings chasing this Hellion down like it stole something. It didn't. It did commit assault, though, on that Creep Tumor, and they wanted revenge. But no, runs away. Instead, other 2 Hellions running away at the same time. Did they see that? No, they don't know about the Spinecrawler, but they retreat nonetheless. Roach Warren here at the front door. It is going to be double Cloak Banshee. Whoa, 2-port Cloak Banshee from Fish. How do you like that? And continuing to make Banshees. How do you like that action? All right, ghardog is suddenly in a ton of trouble right now. He has no detection. He has no Spore Crawler to speak of. He's going for a lair. He's going for roaches. He's worried about ground armies, making yet another spine. Okay, scouts that at least, though. Ling and Sloverlord sees the Banshee coming. What's the reaction? Nardog, did you not see? He's throwing down spores. Okay, one spore is here, but I don't... Banshees, go! Go! The longer you wait... Hellions looking for third base. There's not one there. Thank goodness for that. The longer you wait, the harder this is for you. Get in there. Were they waiting for Cloak? They have it now. About 5.5 minutes here. Cloak Banshees are showing up, going after these drones. Take out the Spore. Take out the Queen. Spore Crawler here, though. Detection. You're detected. Run! Run, fish! Trying to get as many drones as possible. Oh, free queens if you want them. Free queens if you want them. Can you get the one? No, transfuse. It does manage to escape to its friends. Coming into the natural base where there is no detection. There's an Overseer coming in. Where is it? Where is it? Doing so much work. These Banshees are finally Overseer on the way. They lose the Cloak as it's useless anyway, and they pull on out. So how many Banshees are there? There are only 3? There are 3 on the field. This one really late to the party. Hellion, Banshee, a pretty good opener, but Roach Queen is what you want to go if you're a Zerg, if you see that. Moving into straight factory fish. This is part of our mech week, you guys. We've seen mech a lot. A lot on the channel recently. Try to build a third base is fish, but the SCV gets exploded by that Ling. And third base is under assault. Gotta send some Marines over to deal with it. All the Hellions go back home. Don't do that. Don't do that. There you go. Just sending a couple Marines up to deal with it. They don't have stim, so they are slow. Nidus Worm coming in. Oh, Nidus from Nardog. That's exciting stuff. I do love a good Nidus Worm. That is not even in question at this point. What do we got? Factory armory for upgrades on your factory units. So it's a weird tech switch. I mean, not really. I guess he does have a mass of Hellions here, which again is a pretty good tell as a Zerg player that your opponent is going mech, is just seeing like 8 or 10 Hellions at your front door around 6 minutes. Meching player can't do bio and do that at the same time. Third base here getting roasted by these Hellions. Can they take it down before it constructs? The Lings, I don't know if they want to get in on this. They do not. Banshee's helping as well. Roaches can't do much about that. Actually repairing, forcing a cancel. Are they going to kill the drone? No, so rare. So rare to see the drone survive that. Just sitting in the goop of the canceled hatch. Sitting there with a mineral clutched in its hands. And look at this. Ling's coming up to delay this third base once again. SCV dies. 2 Marines, not enough to deal with like 12 Lings, that's for sure. Hellions gonna save the day though. Get out of there. All the Hellions coming all the way back home. And third base still sitting here from Nardog. So what up, Nardog? Either replant or go home. Like, okay. Oh, Swarm Host. Swarm Host on the way. The new, cheaper Swarm Host on the way here from the Nardog. Da-da-dun, da-da-dun. I love this music. Dun, dun, dun. All right, so we're gonna go inside the Nidus network. Yep. I mean, just kind of sitting outside it right now. Macro hatch coming in. Nardog feels like he's having a hard time spending his money. He's doing better at it, I think, than Fish is. Nidus Worm, unburrowing. What is it? Erupting from the ground here. Ravens here from Fish. All right, I'm a fan of the Raven. We'll see how this works out here. Getting tanks, not bad. Not bad. Against Swarm Hosts, got some Banshees trying to take down a third base here, and then immediately coming all the way back home to deal with these Swarm Hosts, because guess what's good against Swarm Hosts? Banshees, because Swarm Hosts cannot attack the ground. Or the air, rather. Here it is. Burrow, catch, Locust, goodbye tank. Goodbye factory, and the DPS on the Locust was downed a little bit, was lowered, nerfed, I guess you would say. But Hellions trying to roast up these Swarm Hosts. They get one. They get another one that gets stuck. Oh, gets tank exploded. And the Nidus network dies as well. So Locust did a bunch of damage here in the main. I mean, they took down, what, 3 factories and a tank? As well as a supply depot and a tech lab. So that's pretty good stuff out of those Swarm Hosts. And they're still alive because they ran away. Lings at the third base of Fish. Once again, Fish, this third base is just cursed is what it is. It's impossible to hold at this point. If I were Nardog, I'd send that Overlord in and put some creep. That is what I would do. Another Nidus Worm erupting from the ground. Here, Banshee's coming to finish off this third base for Nardog. Nardog, no. Don't you have anything that can stop this from happening? Do you have a Spire? No? Ugh. All right. Hatch going to explode. There it goes. There's that eruption again. Fish hears it, and there is fear in his heart. Oh, he scouts it, though, with the Hellions. Can he burn it down before the swarm hosts come out? Most of these Hellions are not attacking, though. So it'll take a little bit longer to kill it than I think Fish was expecting, but we'll get there. And on fire. That is such a great death animation. Look at that. Just flaming ashes floating into the air. Another Nidus network here. Lings at the front trying to get this tank, and they do, but the auto turret's murdering every last one of those things. Thor here from Fish as well. Eruption of yet another worm at the third base of Fish. Still nothing coming out of that. Supply blocked a little bit is ghardog as he lost an overlord. I believe was happened there. Swarm hosts popping out saying, "What up, third base?" And the third base lifts up. Says, "I can't deal with this garbage." Coming on to harass the natural, though. That's something they can do. The Vikings trying to shoot them down before they land. That is so sad to see. Locusts on the ground with a mission on their minds. Goodbye, bunker. Goodbye, Thor. Goodbye, everything. Can they get the command center? No, but it's burning. It is absolutely 100% burning. Mule called down to try to repair that. Banshee's taken out of third base of ghardog again. ghardog is effectively stuck on 2 bases to this point, but you know what? So is Fish. Although I think that helps Fish just a little bit. Third hatch, another hatchery dead. 2 hatches killed, 1 canceled. So far by Fish. Looking good. Looking good. It needs to reland this orbital command here in the natural base. Reland it, Fish. Reland that thing. Nidus network, another worm erupting from the left of the main. ghardog's not even really trying to expand at this point. He's just kind of playing defense and hoping the Terran player never really shows up. There we go. There's that scream. Once again, Fish hears that scream and is terrified. Ejecting all bajillion swarm hosts. There are 18 swarm hosts. And swarm host coming around to the main base to get some murdery stuff on. Goodbye supply depot, taking down a refinery. Goodbye SCVs. Lifting the buildings this time. Fish recognized the problem the last time he didn't lift his buildings, so he's going to lose add-ons, which he can't lift. But otherwise, I think he's just fine. Again, he does kill a bunch of SCVs. 17 have been killed so far, mostly I think by these locusts and a few by some zerglings. And the locusts expire. Hellions come in, burn down yet another Nidus worm. I think if Fish can put a contain here, right? Just keep ghardog from expanding. I think he might be okay. It's just the locusts are free units, right? So ghardog can keep making those, I mean, forever and ever, even if he runs out of resources. As long as he doesn't lose the swarm hosts, he's kind of golden, right? Kind of golden. Cloak Banshee coming in. Goodbye, drone. Oh, trying to build yet another base. Cancel it. Cancel it. Can't. Oh, doesn't even get the cancel. That's just a straight third hatch killed is what that is. There are corruptors in the sky. Overseers morphing on in. Look out, Banshee. Look out, Banshee. Banshee, don't stay. Don't hover around where corruptors are because the Zerg player does have detection. You know. More Banshees moving out for Fish, checking for additional bases he might not know about. Overseer's not actually coming in. And finally, the Banshees evacuate the premises where the scary corruptors are hiding. Another Nidus worm erupting just north of Fish's third base, which he's actually mining from, which is a modern-day miracle. There's the eruption. Fish starts the scan. Where is it? Where is it? Where is that thing? Oh, Banshees fortuitously find it this time. Gonna try to kill the swarm hosts. But no, too late. The locusts are already here. Good liftoff, good evacuation from Fish. You can have the refineries, says Fish. You can have them. Nidus network dies. Oh, 2 swarm hosts left behind. Exactly what ghardog did not want to happen. Is losing swarm hosts, especially, again, effectively stuck on 2 bases. He's trying to go for a third, but I just feel like Banshees are going to show up and murder that at any time. Any time in the next couple seconds here anyway. So landing the command center, workers got to come back to work. They do. They make that transfer. It's 31 to 33 harvesters. So ghardog doing well, but just can't get that base. Oh, corruptors show up to stop these Hellions from burning down the third, but guess what? They can't shoot up. They're down, rather. Roaches, though. Roaches can do pretty well, and they do chase the Hellions away. So ghardog might get a third. Might actually get a third. Wow, on 2 bases, ghardog going for a greater spire. At this point, another Nidus network just north of the third base in pretty much the same location it was last time. Nothing too incredibly different. Thor's waltzing down the ramp. I don't know why you'd go Thor. Fish. I really don't understand it. Banshees coming on once again, trying to kill these swarm hosts as they try to run for their lives. Get the worm. Get the worm. Don't worry about this. Why didn't they all go in? Oh, I guess some of them had some cooldown left. So it just delays is what it does. These locusts delay. Another Nidus Worm dies. Resources lost here is fairly... No, actually, Zerg players lost a lot more. 4,700 versus 3,900 for Fish. Sneaky Sticky fourth up here in the top left side of the map for ghardog. Does not get scouted. Fish doesn't know it's there. Doesn't know that it is there. Vikings taking down overlords wherever they can find those. Hoping to supply block the Zerg, and this one does. Killing that overlord does supply block the Zerg player. Another speed lord coming on them along the bottom side. Ravens just kind of hanging out right now. Not quite sure what they want to do with themselves. So ghardog, is he going to switch this up or just try to win the game solely with swarm hosts? Which, I mean, not bad. He's doing okay with it so far. But Hellions standing in and fighting these roaches. Reinforcement roaches coming in. No Fish. Fish, no, get out of there, run. He finally decides to run, recognizing he is outnumbered quite handily by those roaches. Broodlords coming in for ghardog as well, though. And ghardog has his third base and his fourth base suddenly. After being stuck on 2 for so long, this is kind of weird. Ravens just outside this Nidus. Oh, I can't believe they can't see that. Look at how close that is. Look at how close. Ravens can't see it. Banshee's still trying to do stuff. Nope, Corruptors dealing with them quite well. Banshees, go. Auto turrets, throw them down. And does he see it? He's going the wrong way. No, Ravens, come back. Come back. Ravens, they... Ravens, no. Another huge swarm of locusts coming into the main. Fish getting really tired of this, I'm sure. I am positive he is incredibly tired of this at this point in time. Gonna kill yet another Nidus Worm, though, so that's fine. Overlord dies. Nidus Worm dies. But that's okay. ghardog got everybody out alive, and that's pretty much what he's looking at. Banshee's killing some roaches over here on the left side of the map by ghardog's third. Corruptors decide not to save them, as roaches are considered lesser life forms and less evolved. Oh, now they are. Now they're coming over to save them. Oh, look out, Banshee! Overseer Corruptor! Okay, so this might be the swan song for Fish. I mean, he's got Thors, and he's got Hellions, and he's got Vikings. So maybe he could do this. Ground army's not very big. Vikings, again, really good against Broodlords. Look out, Raven. Raven, Hunter Seeker on these Corruptors. Hey, look at that. And boom! Getting some nice hits off, and then finishing up the weakened Corruptors are these Thors and Vikings. Fish pushing back. Pushing back. And ghardog running for his life. Nidus Worm going to erupt here underneath the center section of this map. Oh, Broodlords. Broodlords, look out. Throwing some Broodlings down. Trying to do some work, but losing a Broodlord for the honor of it. Swarm hosts popping up. Swarm hosts never go anywhere, right? Unless it's with the support of a Nidus network. Thor's pushing up through once again. Viking count not quite high enough at this point, I don't think. Go now. Oh, shoot. Locusts are here. Locusts are here. Good job running, Fish. He recognizes, don't engage with the free units. Just don't do it. Wait for them to land and expire. They are really stupid slow. 2.62 move speed on Thors. 2.62 move speed. So, like, you can basically... No, don't land. No Thors, no. 2 Thors die before they expire. All the locusts do expire. Fourth base attempt here by Fish. There's a drone here. So Zerg player knows it exists. I'm not sure how much effort he wants to expend to go and try and kill it. 148 to 127. Total supply 30 to 35. Harvesters. Our player Fish is ahead in worker but down in total supply. So ghardog, let's go. Let's push. Let's push the advantage. You waiting for additional Corruptors to show up? Is that what you're doing? I feel like it is. I feel like that's what it is. So coming up with the Swarm Host, really micro-intensive so far to this point. 8 PM for these guys. Zerg players around 117, Terran around 99 is what it says. Did you lose your Overseer? What is happening? He lost his Overseer. Locust coming in the natural base nonetheless. And that is just not good. That is a good full surround. Thor ends up getting killed. Hellions pretty good against him. Does manage to save it fairly well, but Broodlords still raining down destruction. upon this. Yet another Hunter-Seeker missile on the Swarm host. Boom! Getting a nice hit. Nice hit there. But the Ravens get taken down by Corruptors in revenge. Banshee as well, trying to do stuff. Is there seriously still... There is an Overseer. There's an Overseer somewhere here, but it's running away. Come back, Overseer, help! Help and assist. Broodlords all gone. Nope, they're not all gone. Some of them are. Some of them are all gone. Again, dropping down the free units. Broodlings and Locusts working together for a common cause. For a common cause. Locusts on top of these Thors. A lot of Thors have died to Locusts. 5 to this point, but Fish pushing the advantage. Trying to kill these Broodlords, doing extra damage versus armored flying stuff. Corruptors turn around, clear out one of the Vikings, and then the Overseer dies to these Thors. So I don't know. Fish looking okay right now. Still moving on up. Going to take out this Nidus Worm in the middle of the map. Is it in? Should use the high impact payload ability, but actually doing just fine against these Broodlords as it is. Both Broodlords are gone, but one Thor is killed and sacrificed in the process. Lings and Locusts and Corruptors getting a full surround on this Terran army. More and more Thors are falling to the onslaught of these Locusts. 8 so far have fallen to the Swarm. 103 to 86 total supply. Fish decides it is time to head on home. And Fish does have his 4th base established here, despite the fact that Nardog has known about it the entire time it has existed. Nardog not making anything. Nardog, spend your money. Spend your money, yo. How much larvae do you have? Units tab. 15. So 15 larvae. Not much gas. I don't know. Just make like a whole ton of Zerglings or something. All right, here we go. Fish up here finds the sneaky base of Nardogs in the top. Roasts up the queen. Roasts up these drones. Is fully upgraded. I had no idea his mech was fully upgraded. Look at that. Every drone dies there. 21 drones killed. 21 SCVs lost their lives as well. Trying to expand up here at the 3rd base location along the left side, but it's really going to be like the 5th base instead. But no! Hellions here once again. Locust taking out Fish's 4th base. Finally decided to do something about that one. SCVs getting killed by Locust. That is not what you want to be as an SCV for sure. That is a bad feeling. A bad feeling. Swarm host coming all the way home, leaving some Locusts. Oh, they expire before they can really do anything at that 3rd base. Hellions versus Roaches. Again, we've seen this story. Even though the upgrades are better on the Hellions by every magnitude possible, the Roaches have no upgrades at all. They still win that battle incredibly handily. That is how bad Hellions are against Roaches, and how good Roaches are against Hellions. So it's 21 to 28 Harvesters. Zerg player does not have many workers, which seems like a bit of a problem. A bit of a problem if you are a Zerg player. But, you know, he is mining, which is good. Let's look at that income tab. About 600, 700 minerals per minute from both players. But the gas income for the Terran is about double that of Nardog, 300 to 150. Here come the Locusts, though. The Locusts attacking once again at Fish. Yeah, losing yet another Thor. The Thors are just too slow. They're just too slow to run, is what they are. Man, these guys are so good. They got nerfed, but they still hit like trucks. Still hit like trucks. How many Locusts have died? Does that show that to us? No. It does not. But 10 Thors have been killed. Swarm host again, getting hit by Ravens using Hunter-Seeker missile. This has been a weird game, if nothing else. This has definitely been very odd. Seeing a lot of Ravens, seeing a lot of Swarm hosts, Broodlords, Thors. I mean, a lot of stuff we just don't see every day on the channel, for sure. Hellbat has been killed. 9 Vikings have lost their lives. 9 Swarm hosts, large number of Swarm hosts, and 8 Nidus Worms have been killed as well. So both players kind of sitting back, licking their wounds at this point. Nobody really wants to push. Nardog trying to replace the drones he has lost. He's up to 32 over 28 compared to his opponent. SCV transfer down, long distance mine. Where are you going? Guess kind of long distance mining, sort of. Big attack here. Locust landing on these Thors. Hunter-Seeker missile is going to hit. Boom! Killing those Swarm hosts very well, but man, these Thors are in so much trouble right now. Are they all going to die? It's going to be close. It's going to be close, and they do. Every Thor dies. Locust expire just a second afterward. Hellions chasing these Swarm hosts, though. Roasting them up. Roasting up these Swarm hosts. Some Lings coming in trying to save it, but +3. No blue flame on these Hellions. Again, somebody always says when the Hellions don't get blue flame that how stupid they are, and they're right. And they are right. If you have fully upgraded Hellions and this many of them, get Infernal Pre-Igniter. Just do it. It's a really good upgrade. Sees the Broodlords morphing and the Hellions decide to back on out. So Fish manages to do pretty well in that situation, chasing all those Swarm Hosts back there. 18 have been killed so far, only 4 remaining on the field. Fish is constructing a 5th base of his own in the traditional 3rd base location, but that's A-okay with me. Moving to Broodlord, ghardog? Yeah, moving to Broodlord. Broodlord, Queen, Swarm Host at this point. You got Spine Crawlers and a Spore Crawler here at the sneaky 4th base up top for ghardog. 5th base up and running. Nobody actually mining from it. Oh, a drone came up. A drone came up to bring his friends. So overall, I don't know. It's 130 to 91 total supply. ghardog has the bigger army. But again, Fish has been pretty good at holding stuff off here. Hellions trying to sneak on up. They really want to get the Swarm Host, but they don't want to deal with Locusts is the problem. They're light, though. They take extra damage from these Hellions. Hellions roasting up everything here. There are some Roaches, which are the saving grace of the drones. They decided to back on out. They're going to go look for those Swarm Hosts, actually walking right past the Locusts and just getting massacred. Wow, several Hellions dying there. Broodlords showing up at this 5th base for Fish. Everybody moving away, forcing a cancel there. Get them. Get them, Vikings. Go. Hunter Seeker. Again, this extended range coming in handy. Wow, getting several hits off. Weakening immensely, killing 2 Broodlords. One exploding on some dead stuff. I assume that's what that is. Ravens could use some auto turret here, maybe? No, I don't know. Vikings, kill that Broodlord. Kill it, and they get it. They do end up getting that. But look at this. Roaches just standing in with no upgrades. Love those Seekers, says Fish. And man, upgraded Seekers, pretty good. Pretty good. Again, Roaches winning the battle. Banshee finally cleaning them out. Is Banshee upgraded? Yeah, on some level. Yeah, +1, +3, where the attack is the 1 and armor is the 3. Swarm Host here for ghardog, floating that money. 3,000 minerals, 500 gas. Fish preemptively raising his command center, bringing in his Sky Terran army to try to deal with these Swarm Hosts. And Banshees are pretty good in the situation, but actually, did they die? There's one. There's one somewhere. Come on, Swarm Host, stop. Stop moving. Hunter Seeker being thrown on down. And kaboom! Big time hit. Locust going to town on the SCVs while everybody is worrying about the Swarm Host themselves. One Swarm Host does die. Trying to chase these guys down. They do clean out the Locusts. And Swarm Host a bit stuck in no man's land here. They do scout this base. The cooldown is still waiting. That is a really long cooldown, isn't it? Like a 40-second cooldown or so. It's an eternity in StarCraft 2. Oh no, caught, and very low on health, burned alive, all 3 of them. All 3 of the Swarm Hosts dying. Single Broodlord hanging out. I feel like if ghardog's macro was better, he'd have this game won. It's just he's doing weird stuff. Broodlord dies to these Vikings. I mean, it's 176 to 104 total supply. So the Zerg player, he finally spent his money. He's got a whole ton of Roaches, whole ton of Corruptors here, more Lings rolling in at the same time. Upgrades, again, not good on any of these units whatsoever. I don't think even if it's air units got flyer +1 flyer carapace is all he's got at the 28-minute mark of this game. Go figure. Lings coming up to the 5th base of Fish. Should be able to deal with it. Lings getting massacred by this weird compositional army from Fish. Coming across the middle, but yeah. 4th base at the top, gone. Lings moving in to the 3rd base for Fish, also gone. And pulling the whole army back with just a Ling counterattack after all the SCVs are already dead. Ugh, just hurts. Just hurts to see. Ling's trying to bypass the army and sneak down in here into the natural. No, into the 5th base. He's gonna get some SCVs because Fish didn't chase him far enough. There we go. There's the chase. There's the burn alive. Refinery's gonna die here too at the 4th base up top. Army coming up to deal with that one. So ghardog manages to bring the whole army of Fish to places they don't want to go, just with a handful of Lings. Again, no upgrades to speak of on those guys. And they get roasted right on up there. Building yet another command center. Fish not giving up. Not giving up. So here we come. This might be it. It's 188 to 106 total supply. A lot of drones coming in for ghardog. Corruptors could use caustic spray. Do you know about caustic spray? He knows about caustic spray! Oh, he does. He does get it. The army coming down, picking up reinforcements is Fish coming from the backside. Surprise. The command center does die to the caustic spray, but this roach count fairly high is the problem right now. So Roach Corruptor out of Ghardog is going to work. A lot of Hunter Seeker being used on these Corruptors and Roaches. Bam, bam, bam. Weakening everything. Not necessarily killing stuff, but doing a lot of good for the Terran army. Can they win this thing? Roaches standing right on in. Corruptors too. More Hunter Seeker. Wow. Big time explosions. And Fish wins the battle with the splash damage, replacing yet another command center. Fish, I feel like he's done that 18 times already in this game. Final Corruptor dies. Just so hard to kill with that Flower Carapace upgrade. Using Caustic Spray on another factory here. Oh, there are more Corruptors. They're very low on health again because of the Hunter Seeker, allowing the Vikings to have a much easier time taking them down than they normally would. Corruptor fly speed 4.13, 3.85 on the Banshees. Vikings as well, but good angles actually here from Fish. Getting shots off where they shouldn't be able to, and actually stopping a tiny bit. Here is Ghardog buying some time for his friends, but running. Another Overseer going to die. A lot of Hellions coming in from Fish. He's making yet another base. Spending his money better, I think, than Ghardog does. Ghardog needs to make a decision. What are you doing? What are you doing with your composition right now? Because it doesn't seem like you're making anything right now. Production tab is completely blank. Completely and utterly blank to this point in time. Roach is trying to sneak on into Fish's replacement 5th base and getting some kills already. Single Corruptor getting some shots off. Does end up getting killed. No kills to that Corruptor's name at all. Roaches trying to kill mules that are huddled. Just absolutely huddled in the corner here. Hellions trying to burn them out. But again, even with +3, it just takes so long. Infernal Pre-Igniter, 31 minutes into this game. Fish goes for Infernal Pre-Igniter. How's that? How do you like them apples? Ravager Roach from Ghardog. I feel like that's a pretty solid choice. Pretty solid decision. More and more Roaches coming in from Ghardog. Once again, huge supply lead on his opponent, but 5th base or 4th base up top for Ghardog in a lot of trouble, but Spinecrawlers, Roaches chasing those Hellions away. And Fish not doing much to really push the issue, but the army coming to respond from Ghardog. Juking down. Coming down south is Fish now. Maybe going to try to take out this. Was this the 3rd? I can't remember. Does take the base over here, does Ghardog. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6th base here for Ghardog to the left of his main. Weird Sky Terran Hellion army still here. I feel like at least make a Hellbat transformation. I think Hellbats do better against Roaches than straight up Hellions do, but either way, moving out with his Roach Ravager army is Ghardog. Again, no upgrades to speak of on those guys. And go, Fish. Go for it. You can't just sit outside. Can't just wait to knock on the door and not do anything. Alright, fine. Roach's Ravager is going to take down this base once again up top. Wow, dies instantly. Command center gone. That's 3 command centers killed by the Zerg player so far. I feel like he's canceled a couple as well. So armies here. Ravens with Hunter Seeker. I'm not sure there's enough Hunter Seeker to deal with this many Roaches and Ravagers. Ghardog just might have just won this thing with straight macro. Straight macro to this point. Blue Flame on top of the Ravagers. Hunter Seeker being thrown on down. Not splitting very well. Here is Ghardog, and actually getting more explosions off than I anticipated. Hellions just dealing with it straight up. Corrosive Biles being tossed on down. Blue Flame against Roaches and Ravagers. All the Hellions are gone. Roaches and Ravagers still here. Single Banshee trying to win this thing by her lonesome, but just not really enough DPS to do that, as it turns out. So Ghardog continuing to push. You still making units, Ghardog? Not really. Production tab empty? That's okay. That's okay. Some auto turrets being tossed on down, trying to hit units in the air with these Ravagers. Whiffing, unfortunately, here. Planetary Fortress going to push off Ghardog as well. So, Fish managing to live yet another day, replacing this base up top for what feels like the 8th time. Even though I think it's probably just the 3rd, but it's been under assault a lot lately. Tank actually getting a couple Ravager kills because no A move. There we go. There's the A move. And the tank gets 10 kills before Roaches clear it out on their way back home to safety. So more Roaches, more Corruptors on the way as well. I'm not sure you really want Corruptors. Again, the Viking count is not super high, but their upgrades are still fairly good. I don't know. I mean, I kind of feel like Fish would be doing better in this situation if he just went straight bio. Marine Marauder, some Vipers coming in from ghardog as well. Marine Marauder medevac, right, against Roach Ravager. We've seen that more than once. And the Terran player usually does fairly well with that situation. So, still no upgrades at all. Does he even have evolution chambers? He does not even have evolution chambers. This is so weird. This is so weird from ghardog. Banshee hit squad of 3 of them coming down to the 6th base for ghardog and actually doing some work. Clearing out more of these drones. 37 drone kills, 51 SCV kills, going for it. ghardog does not care. Does not care. Coming right on into this base where the army is sitting. Planetary Fortress here. Corrosive Bows being tossed on down. Hunter Seeker missiles on clumped up Corruptors. Bam! Big time shots! Oh, Corruptor Ball. Corruptor Ball evaporates. Whoa! Planetary Fortress trying to hold. Can it get it? Corrosive Bow really good. Banshee's coming in to assist as well. The repair is enough. The repair is enough. Ladies and gentlemen, Terran player holds it. Oh, Terran player. Fish. These more lings. Lots of roach. And Fish forced to abandon the base up top, which I think is his 4th for the 18th time. The army comes up. No, Fish, push your advantage. Go. I know there's a single roach up here. Don't send your whole army up to this location. Man, Hunter Seeker is good. It is good against clumped up Corruptor. That is 100% for sure. You should bring some repairing SCVs with these units, but the roach gets killed. We don't really see it because the command center is sort of blocking our view, but whatevs. Whatevs at this point. Vipers here, maybe for Parasitic Bomb. That'd be pretty good. That would be pretty good for ghardog. 7th base on the way for ghardog. So ghardog macroing very well. It's 48 to 25 harvesters. 43 drones have been killed to 58 SCVs. Resources lost at this point is 44,000 for the Zerg. And, geez, 31,000 for the Terran. Very cost efficient so far. Has been the Fish. Another drone coming in for yet another base. Is that what this is? ghardog taking an 8th. Taking an 8th on the right side of the map. Just incredibly gutsy. Another roach coming up to the 4th base to do some stuff. Oh, 7th base under assault. Finally manages to get it. Vipers are here, throwing down that parasitic bomb on all of these air units. Split them out. Split them out. So much stuff dying. Hunter Seeker chasing in, and wow, big time hits. Viper's gone, but that parasitic bomb did a lot of work. Did a big number on those air units. Got to repair them. Got to repair them. This roach, man, 3 kills, brings the whole army back by himself. Fish, don't be doing that. Ugh, what do you have in your repairs? You got an SCV here to repair, but not actually going to do it. Alright, so ghardog continuing to macro. Did not actually lose his 6th base, turns out. Is that his 7th? I think that was his 7th base. 8th base here gets scouted as it's being constructed. And Fish takes it down. Getting some Thors mixed in. Has a couple Marines down here. Are these the Marines from the early stages of the game? Did he make 2 more? Okay, he has lost 7, so I think these are new ones. Pretty darn sure these are new ones. If you'll excuse my sniffling, again, still a little bit sick, but definitely on the upswing, as you can tell. My voice is definitely back from those NPR casts that I did. Again, if you want to see more of those NPR casts, let me know. Corrosive Biles landing, killing some stuff. Look at this. You can't just dodge anymore. Good job pulling the red one out of your group, though. Hellions trying to come up where there's really nothing going on. Blue flame in it. 2 spines. Just a huge stinking problem. Thor ends up getting killed by the Ravagers again. No upgrades for the Zerg. 0 upgrades forever. These guys, I don't know why. Hunter Seeker killing some more Ravagers. Not sure that's the most cost-efficient use, but whatever. At this point, Ravager gets burned alive by the blue flame and crumbles to the ground. Hellions here at ghardog's 7th base. Trying to kill an extractor. Trying to kill some drones. Roasting them up as well. Drone kill count 71 for ghardog. Still flying around, picking up. Hey, look at this. Some idle drones too. Roasting them up. No big deal. Some Corruptors here. You can't really do much about that. You could probably kill these queens again because they have no upgrades. Look at this. Much better situation here. Queen dies. Spinecrawler getting some shots off from the high ground though. Don't want to see that. Is Fish gonna win this thing, you guys? I would be extraordinarily impressed if Fish won this thing. Queen here trying to save her babies, but these drones, one-way ticket to Roaster Town. 91, 92 drone kills. These Hellions doing work. It's 23 to 36 harvesters. More, get them, get them. Get them good. Don't get the extractor, get the workers. Dude, Fish. Oh, Jukes the roaches, getting some shots, but still alive. Still alive are these guys. Roasting up a queen. Could get a drone, maybe, but nope. Just kidding. Not. Wait, coming back around, and no, just getting some shots again. Losing a Hellion. Losing a Hellion. And actually stops running. No, does keep running. Okay, stopped running for a second, but then kept running. Got some more of those down and just gives up on life. So that's 94 drones killed by Fish so far. Fish, you got this, man. You got this thing. I feel like more Banshees would be good. Thor, again, also pretty good in this situation. Considering the opponent stopped making Swarm Host, does he have any? He lose every single one? He lost every single Swarm Host and just abandoned it. I guess it's 40 minutes in. We're basically in a new game right now. Is what this is. Another base getting roasted up by the blue Flame Hellion. Fish should have been doing this the whole time, really. But you know what? Better late than never is what I always say, what my dad always used to say. 44 to 12 harvesters. Fish. Does he have? Can he win it? Is the question. He's done some really good things. But can he win it? Trying to get that hatch, but there are roaches trying to murder him at the same time, and he does. He gets the hatch. Tries to run away from the roaches as fast as they can. They are fast. They are really, really speedy. Lings trying to do stuff, but fully upgraded Blue Flame Hellions. Sorry, Lings. No. Not going to happen. Trying to finish off that hatch again with roaches murdering him in the face. More workers here. You can take those guys down. Fish and does make a backtrack to specifically murder these ones in particular. Making Thors, making Hellions, getting upgrades for his air units is Fish this whole time. This is crazy. This is a crazy, crazy game. 42 minutes so far. Can the Hellions get this Queen? 3 Hellions fully upgraded versus Queen with no upgrades. Who's going to win this thing? Looks like the Hellions. Looks like the Hellions have it. Upgrades matter, you guys. They do. Another Queen. It dies. How many Queens have been killed? 9. 9 of them. Thus far, Hellions still running around. Guard Dog's down to 10 drones. Go for it. Fish. Finish him. Go. It's 148 to 77 total supply. He's got fully upgraded Thors. Fully upgraded. Okay, Vikings aren't fully upgraded. Almost fully upgraded Vikings. Lings sneaking on in to the 4th base again. Are you serious? Are you serious right now? These Ling counterattacks have been the most devastating of all time in MidRank Madness. Just insane efficiency, because Fish decides to not set up bunkers, decides to not leave anybody to defend his bases, so a handful of Lings can just decimate it and bring it down to its knees. And again, to respond, he brings his entire army to deal with a couple Lings. Oh, Fish. Split off small response unit groups. That's all you need. That's all you need. I promise. It's not that scary. So ghardog has 2,600 minerals. He's got 24 larvae, and he's not droning up. Why aren't you replacing your units, ghardog? More parasitic bomb. Nope. Vipers didn't cast anything. They still have full energy. Still have that full energy. Thors, get them. Thors, get them. Use the high impact payload ability right here. Punisher cannon, strike a single air target for heavy damage. I mean, this is fine, right? This is fine, but you need more. You need more. So Thor's moving out. There's a small handful of roaches here, but I don't know if they can deal with fully upgraded Thors doing 39 damage times 2. There's the parasitic bomb on the Ravens, though. Oh, man. Doing a lot of work. A lot of work. Ravens still alive. 3 of them are still here. Fish, do this thing. Let's go. Another base gonna fall here for ghardog. Thor's getting that hammer on. Thor's hammer coming up. Roaches. Are there enough roaches to do this? There's the scan to see exactly what's up. Weird positioning for Fish, but the Thors should be able to do this thing. Hunter Seeker being thrown down again. Getting some big time shots off. Can the Roaches do this? Again, the upgrade's really good. And yes, Fish! Fish wins the battle. There are Broodlords here again. Oh no! Vikings get them. Vikings get the Broodlords, and they do. Hellions trying to roast up these Lings that are here to deal with the Thors. Good synergy. Good synergy by Fish, and that is it. Oh, Nardog is defeated. Fish is victorious, and Terran has won the game. I can't believe it. I can't believe we actually got a victor there. That was such a slugfest. Such a back and forth slog. I can't even believe it. 124 Roaches died, 13 Broodlords, 140 Lings, 112 drones. That's it. You kill 112 drones, you should win the game. 30 Ravagers, 54 Corruptors, 5 Vipers, 10 Queens, 7 Hatcheries. Killed by Fish. Fish, on the other hand, lost 17 Thors, 78 SCVs, 7 Banshees, 102 Hellions, 18 Vikings, 4 tanks, 19 Ravens is a ton of Ravens. Resources lost, let's look at that one. 40,000 for the Terran and 60,000 for the Zerg. So yeah, definitely favoring the Terran here. Very, very cost efficient for sure, and that explains why he won. Just patience. Again, little things. He could have won earlier if the little things, like he would have gone back with small groups of units to kill harassing Roach and just pushed with his whole army instead at the time would have been fantastic. But whatever. Fish got it done. Got it done with his Thors. Got it done with his Vikings and his Hellions and his Ravens and the Hunter Seeker. Man, that new Hunter Seeker is good. It is good. That extra range really helps out. So, whew, that's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another weekly edition of MidRank Madness. So go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, and Patreon, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.